It made me feel alive. It gave me hope. It was basically confirmed what my intuition was feeling as far as the community. So it's good to come across like-minded people and get some really useful knowledge.
It taught me a lot about where I come from, how we started, how we take the next step into our black wealth and black economic future. And I'm actually really proud that my dad brought me here today. I'm really glad that he brought me instead of doing something else that wouldn't take us to the next step. I was kind of lost in my step in my future right now. I'm only 22, so I got a lot to learn. But sitting in there, watching that video, listening to him talk, is actually giving me some confidence.
Hello, my name is Michael Kozart, and I had an opportunity to view the movie. I think it was phenomenal. It's very educational, something that needs to be seen not just by youth but by adults. I had an opportunity to go to Tulsa. They call the riot, what I call the massacre, viewing documentary several years ago in Oklahoma City. And there was an associate vice president of a college, African American, who, after the documentary, she said this was the first time I'd ever heard of this. So this is very needed, and it needs to be spread throughout our community and all communities. This is a part of American history, not just black history, but American history. So kudos to Dr. Boyce Watkins.
The film made me actually feel angry because they were on the point where black businessmen were actually giving loans to the white businessmen, and for them to go and not have no interaction in between all the violence that went on and everything that went down. I felt very angry about that, because if you're giving people money and loans, you know, they say money is power, so they didn't have the power even though they had the money. That's what I felt. So that's why I was kind of angry at the result, you know, of all that happening, what transpired after, you know, that incident with the girl in the elevator and all that.
The film made me feel basically just validation of the system that we live in, white supremacy. We've been trained to support one another. I guess indirectly, I guess we didn't know that, and that's why, for example, I moved to the suburbs because I want my kids to be in better schools instead of staying in the city, supporting, you know, people that's just like me. It's like we give up easy on our own people, and we be quick to support other people that's, you know, in the surrounding areas, and they don't really care too much about you. It's like, you know, makes us weaker when the farther we go apart. It just makes us weaker and makes us feel less, or makes us feel inferior to our, you know, the whites and other, you know, ethnicities.
When I was watching this film, I was feeling really angry because all the whites were taking our stuff, and I was just wondering, how would you feel if we took their stuff? Like, we could make a better place if we kept our stuff to ourselves. Like, you didn't have to do anything that you did to us.
It was very great. It told me about my past, and I kind of felt sad in some parts. I felt good in some parts. It was really good.
Do you feel like there's hope for your generation?
I do feel like there is hope for my generation.